Okay, I just wanted to just go through how you can quickly find a couple of things out to do with the matrices that you might need for your further maths on the new Casio ClassWiz calculators. I'm going to look at how you can find the inverse of a matrix and how you can just do things like multiplying matrices together. Notice that for the ClassWiz you will only be able to do this if all of the values in your matrix are numbers. If there's any algebra, if they pop a K or an A in, then this method won't work. You'll have to use the standard method that you've been taught in lessons. So if I go ahead and firstly talk about the inverse of a matrix, I've got a 2 by 2 matrix here, and I'm just, even though it's very easy and quick to find the inverse of a 2 by 2 matrix, you could use this method for checking it whilst you're in your exams. So the first thing we're going to do is go into the matrix menu, which is option 4. And we're just going to define the matrix. I've just made one up quickly here. So I'm going to define matrix A. So I'm going to press option 1. It's got 2 rows and 2 columns. And I'm just going to type the values in. So 3, 6, 1 and -8. So that's stored now. So if I want to do anything with that, I then go into AC. Notice I'm still in the matrix menu. And I can do anything I want with that matrix. So if I press option, it will let me choose the matrix that I've set up. So that's option 3. And to find the inverse, we are going to use the power of -1 option here. That's finding the inverse of a matrix. So then we just press enter. It gives us the values here in decimals. I don't know if you can quite make that out. It says 0.2666. But it also, if you scroll through, it will give you the values in fractional form as well. So we've got 4/15, we've got a 1/5, we've got a 30th, and we've got -1/10. We can do the same thing for a 3 by 3 matrix. I've got one here. So if I go back to the menu and let's re-enter it over matrix A, because I've called it A in my working. It's got 3 rows and columns this time, and 1, 2, 3, -2, 4, 7, 6, 3, and -4. And we do the exact same thing. We press AC, we tell it we want to find the inverse of matrix A, and it has done that for us. So we can then just write each value out. So this is a really, really good method for checking our work in the exam. And if you have made, because it's so easy to make a mistake with the matrices work, if you've made a mistake, hopefully it would help you to spot it as well. I'll just finish off writing these down. And -8/59. Okay, so the next thing I wanted to talk about is multiplying matrices together. You do that in the exact same way that we've just put the matrices in. If I have 2 matrices, say A is, I'll just do 2 square matrices, 2, 3, 6, 1, and matrix B is, you can't see that, there we go. So 2, 3, 6, 1, and B is going to be -1, -4, 7, and I don't know, 3. Let's multiply these matrices together. So we want to work out AB. So we can go in here and edit our matrices. Let's edit, well, I need to change the format actually. So let's go back into options and start again. So 2 and 2. 2, 3, 6, 1, and I think I'm going to be able to define another matrix. There we go, option 2. So that was in option and define matrix. 2 rows and columns again, -1, -4, 7 and 3. And then if we want to do some matrix calculations, we're going to choose option and then 3. We're going to want to multiply matrix A by matrix B. And that's giving me 19, 1, 1, -21. Okay, so really, really useful for checking your method, checking you've got the right answer. You can use it to check when you've had unknowns in your matrix. So say we had this matrix and you've had to go and work something out, you can then test that if A is meant to be 3 like I've got here, you can test if that's worked.